Right, I've opened the Drift Ghost X, read through the instructions, opened up the accessories, and I've now got it fitted to the helmet. I've had to put it quite far back on the helmet because being a race bike in the race position, my head's tilted a bit like that with it, so I need the camera quite far back. I've run the cable in around the back, cable tied it to that little vent, and then I've gone underneath the underside and run the cable in inside the helmet. Now what I've got is, that's my microphone for my Bluetooth intercom. So I've taken the wire, you can just see the wire, and I've put the microphone wire of the Drift Ghost X and I've put it inside that windshield. So I've got the two mics, as you can see. There's the wire. So it's that way now. I haven't got two separate microphones inside the helmet. They all. There we go. They're both one inside. The same one. At least that way now. It will all stay in place. Okay, right, let's test this Ghost X on the road. Okay, right, I've got the app on my phone, that's switched on. Which is now recording. Okay, so I've got this set on 115 degrees, the lens, 1080 pixels by 30 frames per second, and I've got the microphone volume set on 1. Speaking with Richie Voider from World Bad Touring, he used the Drift Ghost cameras when they did the USA tour, so I just thought I would check for them because their video quality was really good. Right, I'm now going to head over to Richie's. I've got his camera in the back of the bike, all set up. Basically just made a clone of mine and the settings. Right, so we'll see how it goes. So let's try it with the visor open. Right, let's start the engine. Okay then. Right. We're going to need fuel on the way, so... Right. That was the neighbour, nearly just killed me. But, okay. Right, so I'll do, on the way to the petrol station I'll ride with the visor up so we can see how the microphone's picking up engine noise, wind noise. And hopefully I might be able to pick up this rattle I'm getting on the engine. Well, I don't know if it's the engine, I think it's somewhere on the front mudguard. I think one of the brackets might be rattling. And I think what I might do actually as well, yeah, I think we'll try the motorway to Richie's. There's a lot of roadworks, but when it clears on the M5, we're on the M6 just for a couple of minutes, so we can see the wind noise at around 70. See what it's like then. The main thing is going to be a massive bonus to this camera is the 4 to 5 hour battery life. We've used other branded cameras on the motorcycles, which I imagine quite a most people have used. Always caused us a problem was the battery life. I mean, no brands mentioned, but this camera, I was probably getting about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes out of it. So obviously when you're on a day's tour, it's not very good. And obviously with this camera being a sealed unit, you've got no way of carrying spare batteries for it. Rich had another version of this camera, and we had an idea where he carried a portable power bank in the back of his coat. Only thing that was then, we had to have a long cable running all the way up the back of his coat into his helmet, which we found sometimes when he was turning at certain junctions, he was pulling the power lead out. So that caused a bit of an issue sometimes. So obviously looking forward to this 4 to 5 hour battery life, and I think we'll definitely look at purchasing the extra battery you can get, which takes it to 8 hours. So having a couple of them on board, I think, should give us a good day's videoing. Obviously this is just a quick test today, but next Saturday we're going to Wales for the day. I'm going to drive around a few of the lakes. Obviously Rich will have his camera on, so we should be able to get a nice test there and a better review. It'd be nice as well to use the camera to take photographs on. Normally we do the usual. We do the footage on the cameras and normally take photos on our iPhones. But I think this camera, the Drift Ghost X, has actually got a better lens and a better camera facility than my actual iPhone. So I think we'll try photos on there. I think the strangest thing what's going to be with this, seeing some of our previous videos, is actually getting to listen to us talking in our helmets. Obviously we've got the intercoms we use, but obviously when we make our videos and play them back, we have to put music over the top because nobody wants to watch a 20-minute video of wind noise. So it's going to be quite different to actually hear us talking. This is always the best bit of a motorway when there's traffic, is when you're on your bike. Now, normally of a morning, this is my route to work, so I normally sit in this. So today I've got the special treat of I'm going between the traffic. Oh, I never thought actually to even check the angle of the camera on my helmet. I've chosen to go with the camera being flat on the helmet. I much prefer the view when I watch it back. I know a lot of people, they have the camera at the side of the helmet. The only thing I don't like is when you're watching it back, obviously you can see the side of the helmet and the visor. Obviously because of my Fireblade being the position it is, or ice bike, I'm quite hunched forward. So obviously my helmet's not straight, my helmet's more of an angle, so I've had to put the brackets to hold the camera more to the back of the helmet than the middle at the top. So when I'm down, the camera's level. I have got a pivot mount for it, so we'll see how today's footage turns out. So actually on the way here to Richie's, dropping the camera off, on the motorway I was doing 70. Although it doesn't look it now, it was quite windy on the motorway, so I would expect to have picked up quite a bit of wind noise. I had got the visor shut on the helmet, thanks for pulling out, mates. But I'd got the front vent open here on my helmet, and the microphone was positioned, and it is now actually. Obviously I'm moving the microphone with my mouth, I keep pushing it up. So it was being in front of that front vent, obviously any wind coming through is going to be whistling straight into the mic. So yep, that's Midlands Rider. Trust me not to have my top on. Well, you live and learn. And I'll tell you what, why am I sitting here in the traffic? I'd imagine he's probably gone down to Addison Tyres, which is one of our Midland Rider sponsors. I'll actually put the link up somewhere here on the video. I had to think about that then. I was trying to think which side was which. I've got to say though, this does this takes a bit getting used to, talking to yourself in the helmet. I know we probably all do it. We probably do it without even realising. Probably when you're having a go at another driver or something. But when you're actually trying to think of things to say, and obviously trying to think of any bad language you normally use, which I'm quite a strong user of language, from what my wife tells me. But obviously now I'm going to be under control. But now I'm liking this this talking. It'll be quite good when we're out with the lads and we've got our intercoms on and we can all talk. Obviously, same goes for them. They're going to obviously have to be careful, especially if we're putting this stuff onto YouTube. Be careful of the language they use. I have got the bleep mode in my editing software, but I'd probably spend more time putting bleeps in than actually editing the entire footage. So that I think will come with time. I think we've all trained ourselves. A bit the same as like when you're around parents or around the kids. You automatically switch off the swearing button without even realising it. We obviously now need to start doing that when we've got the helmets on. But it's not quite visible, but it feels quite windy today. I can hear the wind blowing on the outside of my helmet, so I've got quite a bit of wind noise coming on the inside of the helmet. So it'll be good to see how the mic deals with this. And obviously, because I've got my intercom mic in the front of my helmet as well, I didn't really want to have that mic and then the mic from the Drift Ghost X in there as well. Obviously it's going to be quite limited to the room I've got inside my helmet, so I've took the foam shield off the Drift Ghost X mic, and there's enough room inside my intercom mic foam to slide the two microphones inside, and to be honest with you, it hasn't taken up any more room inside the helmet, so I'm quite happy with that. And obviously by now, especially for this little fella, the little GoPro, I would be constantly thinking, right, I've been out now half hour, I need to start checking the battery, because at any moment now it's going to be at least half. And then thinking, right, what we kind of found with those cameras, you was more so having to plan your journey and kind of figure out when you wanted to press record. Like, because you'd have to think, right now, this bit's going to be a bit of a boring ride. I can't afford to be wasting battery power on this part. Obviously, you get to the good parts, and quite a few times you'd forget to press record, so you missed it anyhow. So at least with this Drift Ghost X, I'll just leave it recording. And as you said, you never know, you might find some good footage when you play it back that you never even realised you caught. But what I'm going to do now, actually, is I am going to open this vent back up on the front of my helmet, because my visor is starting to fog up a bit when I'm in traffic. Right, let's put some music on. Right, okay, so I've changed the settings on the camera. We're now going to try camera angle of 140 degrees, which makes it a wider view, and still the same 1080 by 30 frames per second, and microphone volume is set on 1. I still need to position the camera better on my helmet, because obviously now I'm in this position, in my riding position, it's too far down. Let's just give this one a try. See how this looks. I've got a feeling this is probably going to be the preferred lens, the 140. I've had a quick playback of the footage I've just done, and the audio is really good, really clear, even on the motorways. I've got the front vent open on my helmet, and the wind noise was unbelievable, how quiet it was. So that's a bonus. That was the bit I was thinking might cause me a problem, but I don't think I need to worry whether visor's open, front vent's open, how strong the wind is, because the audio on the Drift Ghost X is amazing, to be honest. I just wish my intercom microphone was that good, because that picks up all kinds of wind and rubbish. I'm actually looking at the view on the app on my phone. This angle's not too bad actually. It makes a difference having the 140 degree lens enabled. Makes it a lot more viewable. The 115 obviously seems to crop the top part off a bit, so all you can see on my helmet then is the road. So I'm just now editing the footage, getting it ready for this review, and I've got to say, retailing the Ghost X for $129.99. What do we think in our review? I think the camera's absolutely brilliant. The quality is amazing, the sound is phenomenal, and how it cuts out wind noise while you're riding that's just amazing. Absolutely brilliant camera. The accessories, the mounts are all very strong. I like how you can turn the lens to which way you want it. Because a lot of people, they have it side mounted, but I would definitely, over other leading brands, for me this is the winning camera. This is the one we will now be using, and then next Saturday we're doing a Wales tour around the lakes, and me and Rich will both have these cameras fitted, so that'll be a full length tour review, so look out for that video, and I look forward
to doing some more tests and footage with this camera. It'll be nice after we've done this one, it would be nice to try the Ghost 4K just to see the difference and what we can achieve with that one. So I'll put some links up now where you can purchase these from, and you can go direct to Drift site and buy direct, and yep, it's definitely a thumbs up from us. Definitely recommend them.